All right, man. This should be interesting because DJ Academics has gone off on DJ Head a couple of times, man. So DJ Head is responding on his dislike it on how Academics uses his platform, man. Let's get straight into it.
Now to get in there, you feel me, and speak for us as a whole for the West Coast?
Now I do. Before I didn't. Before this year I didn't.
Yeah.
Now I feel obligated. But I've always said things, but not publicly. Like most of the people that either bring my name up or most of the people who either have a problem with me, it's only like 2 people that probably have a problem with me. But most of the people who have something to say about me, we've spoken offline. I don't do a lot of. I'm not finna get on camera and talk crazy about nobody. For what? My number hasn't changed since 2003. I'm not changing my number. I don't run around. Top told me that.
Keep going.
Top told me that. He said niggas who change their number don't know how to say no. He told me that almost 10 years ago. Because he still got the same number from when he was in the bricks. I think me, him, Glasses, and like one other person got the same number that I can remember for the last like 15, 20 years. And it's just like anybody that like, especially when it comes to act, I respect the things that he's done and what he's built. I don't respect how he uses his platform.
Yeah, elaborate, because like how is he actually using his platform? Because these gentlemen here, you feel me, and myself sometimes, I like when he breaks down different things and he's like really dissecting it for us to understand different things. You know
I agree with you.
I really love that about it. So I wouldn't say I don't like his platform in a whole.
No, it's not an all encompassing certain elements. It's certain elements. Yeah, it's not a catch all. It's like if it's a gumbo, I just don't like the shrimp.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we can do without that.
Yeah. And you just some of those things you wouldn't do those personally.
It's not that I wouldn't do it. So I'm not speaking about it from a vain standpoint, like because actually, I you should get Will Smith's book is fire. But I remember him getting advice. What he said, he was talking to Kevin Hart was talking to Will Smith. He's like, I don't give advice because when you give advice, it teaches people how to be you. So I don't necessarily give people advice no more. I give information, right? And so I'm not saying that it's not the way he conducts himself is not becoming of how I would do it. I'm looking at it generational. Again, I'm thinking about I always zoom out, right? Every time I do something, say something, make a move, I always try to zoom out 1 to 3 layers, right? And so when I'm looking at it, from the standpoint I'm looking at it is, it's not even single out just act. I don't want to single him out. There's a whole generation of people doing things where it's teaching people that they don't have to be accountable for the things that they do and say. And I don't fuck with that because
big facts, because academics just pretty much say everything and do everything. But, you know, he don't face any consequences of some of the stuff that he says, you know, because a lot of stuff that he says be wild. He be disrespecting a lot of people, and he does that in the comfort of his own home. So, you know, he don't be held accountable, you know.
Y'all have had to have on-camera conversations and off-camera conversations because of different things or whatever. Keem, same thing, right? There are things that go on and you have to deal with those things. I don't respect people who could just log off, which is why I don't like, you know, certain people in the culture who don't look like us, because at the end of the day, you can meddle around in this and you can take your hat off and go home.
Right.
That's not available to us.
Start a fire and walk off.
That's not available to us.
Okay, so
I'm DJ Head Tuesday through Monday.
So if we talking about niggas, we don't like niggas starting a fire and walking off. And when you got Elliot getting his ass kicked out of the video shoot, you feel me? Then you got to go work with him. You know what I mean? You got to go speak to him on this platform, and we represent all of this shit. We represent like, how's this conversation going? Like, bro, like we not even supposed to be doing shit like that. Are you on my team? Yes or no?
Well, I didn't even know about that situation. Keep it real. Like we don't think that we hang out. Like I don't know what where he be at. I didn't go to the video shoot.
Yeah.
I didn't go to neither one. Neither day. I didn't go to neither video shoot. So I didn't know who was there or what happened. I found out when you found out. Well, you was there, so that's probably what I'm saying.
Yeah, but when he was there, you found out. Now you got to go and talk to him.
No, we have offline conversations about things. I have a whole bunch of offline conversations. Him, Jeremy, like I've told Jeremy things offline, like, hey, don't do that. You shouldn't say that. I've showed him messages from people. Hey, this is how people are perceiving you. You might want to correct this behavior, whatever. Like we have offline, but to me, that's how you move. That's how I was brought up. I don't do it for content. Everything ain't content to me.
Yeah. So some of those conversations you having with Elliot that we thinking you supposed to have with Elliot on camera, you had those off camera.
There's been conversations, but I don't necessarily. He's also a grown ass man, so he can deal with whatever he move how he want to move and deal with. So it's like when me and Pun we've been in situations. I'll be like, hey, ooh, right, and then at that point he can make his own decision. But at this age, I'm 40. I'm not talking nobody out of doing nothing.
What's up, guys, man? Join the millions of fans that played on Underdog last year. With their pick'em game, you can win money by making sports picks. It's time to.
Artists be like, what you think about this music? I'm like, man, you want me to be honest? Yeah, that shit trash, or that shit is dope. Well, you think it's trash? Yes, it's trash. I'm putting out anyway. All right, for sure, my nigga, I appreciate you. You know.
So how do you? All right, so I don't even want to get in your business right here with this. So I'm just give me a little light answer. All right, so I know you get hit up all the time, like come to the studio and everything. Is that like a consultation fee, or you?
I've never charged a fee for anything. I don't take money. I don't take money to play records like these niggas do. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. We're not the same thing.
Yeah.
I got into this to correct what was done to us.
Yeah. Push the line.
That's what I'm on. Have I ever charged you for anything?
Nah.
Have I ever charged you for anything?
Nah, facts. That's good. All right, cool. You motherfuckers like charge $2,500 and shit for
I don't charge
for a month to pull up to the studio.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I'm saying.
Okay, so no. Hold on. So that's an educational conversation.
Here we go
for your viewers, right?
Yeah.
there's something in the music industry called payola. Payola is illegal. It's a federal crime when dealing with radio. The reason why it's a federal offense is because radio stations and television networks are governed by the Federal Communications Commission, which is the FCC. Every time you violate the feds. They automatic. If you get charged with this, they violate you. They give you 366 days. So that way you go automatic penitentiary, and then they charge you. So any DJ, any radio personality, anybody who's taking money to play music on the radio, that's a federal crime. Now, most people go without getting caught, and they run their plays and their programs. DJ Head has never partaken in any of that because I like being able to say, go fuck yourself if your record ain't good.
Yeah.
I told labels. I've gotten into it with labels. Shout out to my dude. Shout out to the homie from Atlantic Records. I've gotten into it with them before over our records because they called me about A Boogie with a Hoodie record, and I'm like, well, what about this Roddy record?
Yeah.
Well, we need your support on this A Boogie. Okay, we'll call Flex and Envy and Clue and Self and tell them we need their support on this Roddy record. Until further notice, this is what I'm playing.
West Coast, man.
Yeah,
West
I
Coast.
like that.
Hey, I can't say. Now I think about it, I can't say one time I think I ever saw you commit a crime, bro.
I've done
just
one
like
thing before.
around that stuff.
Nah.
That nigga said commit a crime.
Nah,
I seen Head do some shit.
I
I
just
seen
saw
Head
you
turn
do
up.
You understand? We all used to be together. We used to be together a lot.
That's the whole point about
every
DK.
day.
You don't got to commit. That's the thing, though. So if you're that close to, like, if your origin story is so embedded in a motherfucker selling guns off a away message, right? That's how close. It don't even matter. You don't got to, but you can be involved that quick. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy how the
Our
upbringing
circle
be
was
out here.
actually interesting.
It was
We had
crazy.
a pimp. We had a gang member.
2 gang members.
Yeah, we had a nigga. I'm over here selling guns and drugs. Man, we got all kind of like a wild circle. The head's just like the nerd, and he's standing on that.
I'm standing on that.
No, individuals. Anytime, I think an individual will go be good in any setting, anywhere in the world. Because
But
individuals
that's
always
also,
going to link individuals.
that's also why I think people have a problem too, because it's like, how do you get to be yourself?
Yeah.
I'm myself, and I'm unapologetically myself. I'm not finna fight you, especially now. I'm not finna fight nobody. You got it. You won. You want me to say it on camera? You won. You got it. You the man. I'm a bitch. Whatever you want to. I don't got time for that shit.
Hey, you remember the era of the LA clubs when they used to tell you you can't play no LA
I
artists?
didn't want to talk about that, but
That was a cold era though.
yeah, I
Who
used
was
to be,
selling, like the club, the promoters?
the promoters.
Yeah.
The promoters banned me from playing LA music
crazy,
in the club
dog.
in real life. So and
don't even let us in
a lot
that
of people think
motherfucker.
that my biasness come from just me being homies with Dot or Rock or Glasses or YG or Ty or Joe or any. That's not where my bias comes from. My bias comes from I know what it was. So you got to think about. I call it the no man's land because I don't know when to call it. But after Dre and Game kind of like didn't have their separation, Doctor's Advocate came out to the New Boys. It was dead out here, and that's the era we came up in.
Yeah.
It was dead. It was Glasses and Division and TDE and Hot Dollar and Gorilla Black and Game and them and Spider Loc and 40 Glock and them, and it was just the Wild Wild West. Bishop, Mike Stroh, and you had these pushing niggas that was bubbling too, but it was nothing out here. All the labels packed up, went back to New York. Power 106 was only where hip hop lives, and they was playing all the LMFAO fist pump shit, right?
Yeah.
So only place you can go is Homegrown Radio. Me and Chuck, and there was no clubs. We was doing shows. Hot Dollar had the #1 song on the radio. You know where he was doing his show? At the Copacabana in Long Beach.
I think I was there for that, honestly. That's
At
funny.
the Copacabana in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Either you doing the Forum or you at the Copacabana. There was no in between.
Copacabana.
And so my bias comes from I know how hard it was for us to get to these platforms, to get on these levels, and get people to take us serious, get people to invest. And so that's why I go so hard, because the people that I looked up to didn't do it. They was running their plays or whatever.
Or they probably did it already.
No, they didn't. They wasn't doing what I've done. They didn't do that.
Okay.
They didn't do that.
I remember we had to open a slot at the hottest LA club when we did finally get a hot club. And they wouldn't let this nigga close out. Everybody used to always push for you
He
every
would
week.
come with me
Let
so
head close out,
disrespectful.
nigga.
He would come up while the DJ is DJing. Man, let head DJ.
Let head DJ.
He yelling at the DJ who's DJing.
It's a hot
Let
club in
head
LA.
DJ.
What was you doing for it at the time?
Nigga, for LA artists, they wouldn't play no LA music.
Pun is the first person that brought me Tooted and Booted to play it. It was unmixed on a flash drive. He was like, this is going to be the hottest song in the city. Play this.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so I think that's about it just for the DJ Academics part.
We coming out, the streets is coming out. So we like, nigga,
Yeah, so I think that's but I think there definitely needs to be some balance, you know what I mean, to balance out the academics. But like I said in my last video, maybe sometime the best response is not so much responding all the time, because Kendrick been dominating this rap beef with no, I would say spokesperson like a DJ Academics. In my case, Academics makes Drake's case worse, as much as he tries to switch the narratives and run with these propagandas and running with these blatant lies. I think it's kind of backfires and make people hate Drake a little bit more. I wouldn't say hate, but dislike Drake more. But this is DJ Academics disliking how Academics uses his platform. Make sure if y'all new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.